Short track speed skating, one of the most spectacular events at the Winteruniversiades, and fans at the Igloo had plenty to look forward to. The men and women competing in the 500-metre events. The finalists certainly had to work hard to get here, having to get through heats, quarter-finals and semi-finals. The track a little over 100 metres in circumference then, little room for manoeuvre, and there was plenty of action in the women's competition, and Chinese skaters had won all 3 individual races at the last Universiade in 2013. Yu Tong-han went for China in the 4-women final, also looking for medals. Ha Kyung-song of South Korea, Anyi Serakati of Lithuania, and the Canadian Joni Gervais. This is the race then. Han number 6, Son 22, Serakati 24, and the outsider from Canada, Gervais, the number 1. Yu Tong-han from the Jilin Sports University in Changchun won her heat, quarter-final and semi-final, a pre-race favourite. But it was Serakati from the Lithuanian Sports University in Kaunas who led for much of the race. She'd been beaten in her semi-final by the Chinese skater, and it was to prove the same way again. Gervais from the University of Quebec in Montreal a bit further back. Ha Kyung-song from the Korean National Sports University looking for medals, and it was Han who took over in the closing stages. She would get a 2nd medal of the Games after winning bronze in the 1500 metres. And she also broke a Universiade record in the process, stopping the clock in 43.573 seconds. That beat the record of Hye Kyung-kim of South Korea, who set the record in 2007 in Torino, 45.56 seconds. So China continuing their domination in the women's short track. Yu Tong-han with the gold medal, and real delight for South Korea's Son, who could only come 6th in the 1500 metres final, and a real bonus for Lithuania, Anyi Serakati with the bronze medal. But Yu Tong-han again proving the skater that they couldn't stop, and a gold for China. Oogie was getting the crowd going ahead of the men's 500 metres. The B race had featured skaters from Russia, the Netherlands and Japan, but the big one saw 3 South Koreans going up 1 Chinese athlete. South Korea had won all 3 individual men's races in Trentino. Here they go, Yira Xiao with the number 78, Seong-soo Han 74, Guang Chen 55, and Seyoung Park 77. 3 from South Korea, Chen going from China. Yi Xiao was in control for much of the race. Yi Xiao from the National Sports University. But there was to be a disaster here for his countryman, Seyoung Park, crushing out, dashing his hopes of a 2nd gold medal. And Xiao had 5 wins from 5 races and would prove a worthy winner of the gold. Seong-soo Han would take a 2nd silver after coming 2nd on the podium in the 1500 metres earlier in the week. Han had just scraped through in 2nd place in the quarter-finals and semi-finals, so he'll be delighted with another medal. And Guang Chen also picking up a bronze in the 1500 metres, 2 medals for him as well. Real disappointment for Seyoung Park, who couldn't finish, but Yira Xiao of South Korea taking the gold, Seong-soo Han, his countryman, silver, and Guang Chen of China with the bronze. South Korea continuing their complete domination then of men's short track skating. And if the day wasn't good enough already for Yira Xiao, he also broke the Universiade record, 41.411 seconds, breaking the record of Hyobin Lee, also of South Korea, in Trentino.